I'm taking forever to get on there. Get me in there. Hi, Killets. I'm on a little late today. I had so much to do this morning. Time just escaped me. It escaped me. But hello, everybody. It's JLJ this morning. Good morning. It's still the morning for me, so I still come on when it's the morning for me, and I will be on until it's not morning anymore. I got some errands to run. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, Juneteenth. The banks and the post office is closed. So you try to go to the bank, try to mail something, can't today. Um, I have a Juneteenth shirt. I can't fit it no more. So, well, I had to liberate that shirt to somebody else. It didn't work. But I posted it on my social media. I know that everybody does not celebrate Juneteenth. I know it's a very I know it's a national thing, but it came from a very specific part of America, but it's still good nonetheless. I see Tony and Matt are on first. Or on first. Well, I can do some joke or something. Um, we have the gay and lesbian Zoom on Saturday. Join us. Uh, Star Wars live tonight. Um, but I just came from looking at my stuff online, look at my channel. And I was like, everybody hates me, apparently. There are a lot of folks who like me. They really like me. Um, I have like over 300 new subscribers in the last like couple of weeks. That's crazy. I see it. I'm seeing that you guys are watching my videos. These are my videos. I'm seeing that you guys are commenting. So welcome all new people. Welcome to, I have more content coming out, of course. I will do something bread related. I decided I'm gonna do something bread. I'm just gonna do it. Why not? Yeah. Even for the words of encouragement. I went through some of the comments that I haven't seen, and so many words of encouragement. So thank you. I appreciate it. People forget that we're human. I'm a human being. I'm not just some guy, a talking head on a screen. I'm somebody who has feelings and emotions, and we try to be strong and say it doesn't. People say mean things to us. It doesn't matter. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it can hit you. You know how you may be in a sad mood already or a mad mood already, and somebody says something and it just triggers that. Um, that's hey, we are real people, and I'm seeing online. There are people fighting, people calling each other names. I'm staying out of it. I'm like I just there's too much on there. It's too much. Like, how can you do all that? Oh my god, it's too much. Um, but I just watched my race talk. Yes, I had Donald Peoples last time, Zane Hubbard, and now Flo. It just turns out Willie Mays just passed away, which was just an interesting. It's like wow, how weird that kind of happened. Um, as about black baseball in the Negro League. Oh, by the way, I thought it was interesting. Brief parallel between Eric being in a room, right? And there's someone, Eric's a champion of black folks. Eric Braden is a champion of black folks. You don't have to worry about that. How number is? Luther coming in hot already. It is GH does not tolerate racism. It's like I have to chuckle. I have to chuckle with that. That's. But he had to say something. The next soap Zoom is next month. I have it underneath here. It is It's July 20th, Saturday, July 20th, the next soap Zoom. But I'm doing a LGBTQI. I'm doing a gay characters on soaps Zoom this Saturday. Anybody's welcome. It's not just gay people. So and that's both are $10, of course. So you both come to those. But yes, we talk about the state of gay characters because it's Pride Month this Saturday. But in a month we will have the regular. I people ask me how I thought about the whole I'm like, and Hi Beauty for Ashes, I'm gonna say, how do you? They have to say something. I mean, it's one of those things that GH had to say something because I mean they didn't it look weird. But of course, their online presence of Black folks, it's like it's a weird. For some folks the math ain't mathing, and so and that would be wonderful. Again, we don't know. I don't know what they have planned for the Black characters on that soap opera. They're still in the middle of the change, so I don't know what they have planned. So I don't know, kids, but they had to say something. They had to say something because they just had to put something out there. And I'm noticing that Entertainment Weekly and all these other publications are now mentioning the word racism, or now mentioning topic. Like they're starting to really. I guess that chick who started it all, which she didn't start it all, like start it all. I mean, there were other racists. Got blocked by got blocked by General Hospital's main page. People are like, General Hospital blocks people. I said, oh yeah, I think all the show they have people who monitor it, I'm sure, or look at it. That chick got banned from them, got blocked from them, and I think got blocked from them and somewhere else. So I thought, okay, that's interesting. They're making a statement, and you guys are sleuths on there. People are posting screenshots, posting screenshots. Like that is hilarious to me. I don't know. So anyway, so it's you know I get in trouble all the time for speaking out. I get yelled at and called names, and then I also get championed for speaking out and called names. So I'm going to continue speaking out. I don't care. I'm going to continue giving my opinion. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to censor myself. And I'm always going to be hopeful that hopefully the soaps will step up on some level and start to turn the tide. I just don't know. I mean, these soaps have been this way since the beginning of time, so it's nothing new. We're not seeing anything new. Um, but online, the Facebook groups, the Reddit groups, the X, it is really scary. Like yesterday, I decided to I decided to just kind of scroll around on X. I haven't scrolled on X in a long time. So I'm just scrolling, just seeing stuff. And I'm seeing some of my friends, some of my colleagues, plus people I don't follow and don't know, because X just has everybody in your feeds now. You can't, it's like, what's crazy. Some folks I've muted. But it's funny. They are attacking, they're screenshotting each other and attacking each other and just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I'm like, wow. It is I that doesn't make me happy at all. I'm like, over a show, over a character, over a soap opera. I'm like, I know these shows are, they can mean a lot to us, obviously. They are part of our lives. I love them. I guess I don't think about them once I stop watching, I go about my life. I'm not thinking about Sam and Jason when I just until I watch the show again. I don't take it that's so to heart. And people are calling each other names and attacking people like their character, attacking. Well, if you're single, I'm sure you can't get nobody because you're fat. I mean, like they're going to town, and it's everywhere. It's not just X; it's everywhere. And so you have to go, okay. And I was going through my comments, and I got one of the chicks said to me, um, you know, I'm not gay, but I'm a black woman. She's like around my age, and I used to write soaps, and she just went off on me about something. I'm like, okay, I'm just telling you from my gay ass experience. I'm not telling you that you can't have an experience either. I'm just telling you if I'm talking about gay issues and I'm gay, if I'm talking about black issues and I'm black, I mean, I have a right. I can do that. I mean, because I'm not gay. I mean, that's just like that's. I mean, that's. I mean, but I'm not. I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't talk about women. I wouldn't try to mansplain nothing. I mean, there's certain things I wouldn't. I'm not an expert on that I wouldn't claim I am or anything. But I'm like, but yeah, there are things that I can. I talk about things through my lens of seeing them, I mean, just like you guys do when you watch shows too. You see it through whatever lens you see it through. If you're a New Yorker and you see a New York show, you see it through a New York lens and see how authentic it is. Like it's just kind of like that's just normal TV. We all watch TV a certain way. It's hi Terry Bob, hi me Cobb. But I mean, it is like they're going after each other. I mean, and both sides think they're right, and both sides. I'm just like, that's too much energy for me. I do these shows and I put them out there, and people comment, whatever. That's one thing, but to just be online, always responding to somebody and screenshotting this, and I'm like, that's my brother said. My brother said Reddit's horrible as you. He's in several Reddit groups, and he's like, they are horrible. I got almost caught up on these Facebook groups. I thought X is tired. I'll go to Facebook. Woo! Facebook bad too. I had a guy stalking me over because he didn't like the new Dynasty on CW, and I liked it. He wanted to convince me that I shouldn't like it. I kept saying, you have a right to not like the new Dynasty. It's okay. Like, I'm good. But he was like, you won't fight, because I wouldn't fight with him. He was like, he said, Mr. Lott is disrespecting me. And he tried to find me everywhere online to get me to say the new Dynasty is trash. And I'm like, this is crazy. This is great. Like, this is great. Like, so you don't like it? I like it. Okay. I didn't care for the new Dallas. I love the old Dallas better. But if somebody likes it, that's fine. Who cares? I'm like, who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, who cares? Every soap podcaster has a different opinion about everything. Speaking of that, hi DC Soap Sanctuary. Speaking of Black women, this Sunday, GH Sunday Shift is joining GH Mini Spotlight, me and Frank, live on Sunday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm very excited. Tanya and Tracy have been around for a long time. We're fans of each other, and I'm going to have some Black women on my show. I can't wait. I'm so excited. We're going to have a good time. You guys got to tune in. You know it's going to be good. If you don't know who they are, go check out their podcast. General Hospital Sunday Shift is what they call it. And GH Sunday Shift, they're on Instagram for sure. They're not on there. That's right, DC. Mm-hmm. I'm going to invite Brock TV on my show too next. He's not been on my show yet either. I got to get him on the show too. So I love having other opinions on the show. I love it. Again, I don't see competition or anything. We're all in this together. We are all in this together. That's how I look at it as. Hey, look out, we're all doing this together. And we're all just on my shows. And their fan base can see us, and my fan base can see that. I love it. I think it's great. I have no problem with that. As usual, I'm rooting for everybody Black. Yes, one day, DC, one day, I'm going to do some panels with all you guys on there. I do. But I always have people on my shows all the time. I have no problem with that whatsoever. You know. Right, that's the same. Right, DC is very different. So that's why I said I can't wait to have them on my show. Between me, Frank, and them, it's going to be a very interesting talk. It's going to be a very interesting talk, and that's fun. It's a crossover. It's like a crossover event. So it's a lot of fun. So and then their people can see how we think, and my people can see how they think. I mean, it's going to be a good time. Now, I know one of the girls is running for office in Oakland. I used to live up there, so there you go. Oh, good. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Yes, support. I support everybody Black. That's what I'm doing. I'm supporting everybody Black. So yes, I have to. I know. So like, well, one day that could happen. DC, one day, yes. No, but that's the whole thing. We all have different views. So you have many choices. People out there have so many choices. It's like you crossover, like maybe six. There goes DC starting already. I love it. But you know what I mean? It's like you have so many choices on who you could choose. That's why I tell people, like, this one guy went off on me the other day, and I'm like, but then why do you watch my shit then? If you think I'm horrible, and he said I was old school and not friendly and all these things, I'm like, if I'm all those things, then why do you watch my content? You can go somewhere else. Then go somewhere else. If I'm horrible, go somewhere else. There are so many. Especially if you're a GH fan, there are 10,000 GH podcasts out there. And everybody has a whole different opinion and a different style and all this stuff. Go to them. Shit. Have a good time. I believe I might go over there. Leave me, God, but please go somewhere else. I got plenty of fans. That's fine. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just kind of like, let's I'm tired of negativity. I'm tired of it. And I'm not talking about debates or not agreeing. That's one thing. But I'm talking about some of these people were vicious to me and just like mean. I'm like, why are you being mean? It's a TV show. Why are you being mean to me? I mean, why do you care so hard? Like almost like I personally offended you personally or something. Like you're not on the show. I'm like, who do you care? So it's like that's the whole thing. It's like you can't just have conversation, So, but it's the soaps are in a very precarious situation, and I'm watching now. I watch EastEnders, who's in England. I just started Neighbours, which is in Australia, and they are a breath of fresh air. These soaps are just so different than our American soaps. They're just so widely different, and so they watching them really makes me look at our soaps and how limited they are. They really are. And they're, I mean, I know people are always posting old clips and things like that too. And yeah, some of the stuff back in the day was better too. Somebody like Hakini died. I love the whole storyline, and it's finally coming out. I love it. I love the six. That was in DC, the six. But I'm just saying the storytelling, the acting, the actors, the looks, it's so different. It's just so different than what we're seeing in America. And I'm like, these shows can be great. Everybody in this chat knows this. There's anybody watching this, it. They can be great. I don't know. And I'm not going to blame it all. I'm not going to blame it all on the networks. I'm wondering what the executives are really thinking there. Like, are they just? Is it just? Oops, I'm sorry. It's like these shows can be good. They could, right? They could be good. And they could be amazing. I mean, where are the twists and turns and excitement and the deep meanings and sometimes they get it every once in a while and you go, oh, okay, there's a little something, there. But why is that out on a regular basis? And I just don't know, because I know they work hard. Soaps work. I mean, the crews work hard. The actors are ready to work hard. I know they're ready. They're ready to do it. I support whatever they need to get them there. And I don't know. It's just we get glimpses of stuff and go, that's really good. She was really good there. That was a good week. Well, where's the consistency? I said it before. We are in charge. I think we forgot about that. Is that we are in charge. People talk about ratings and stuff, but like seriously, if we really did say, okay, everybody stop watching General Hospital until they whatever, and if enough people did it, it could affect change. We know streaming shows, it happens. It happens on nighttime shows. When people stop tuning in, it does affect change. We should, they can't listen to all the fans, obviously, and what everybody wants, which is too crazy. And someone said in the chat, yes, there's some folks who are they have screws loose out there. There's some crazy folks out there. Not to remind myself of that. There's some folks who they're not playing with a full deck. But there are a lot of regular folks like us in here, just our regular soap. We like our soaps. We just want to tune in, be entertained for, 38 minutes, or on Bold 22 minutes or whatever. We just want to be entertained, and that's what you talk about. And then go about our business, and then next day tune in and be entertained. That's all we want. That's all we want, right, kids? I mean, that's all I want. I'm not here for all the other antics. I want my actors to be able to talk to the fans. I mean, that's the thing about being online. It's like we actually talk to the actors and share, what you like, or share the scenes that you think are great, or they're cheerleading their shows as they should. Now half the actors are leaving social media because they can't. It's too much. It's too much hatred. I'm going to say again, I may not like your character, which that's what soap staples are, but they're attacking the actors as if they're the character. I mean, I see the things they make up, like the stories they make up that they think are just true. And I'm like, that's not the true story. Now, occasionally, an actor will do something they shouldn't be doing. And that, And that, gets them in trouble. We know that. You're like, okay, you brought that on yourself. That happens occasionally. We know that. A few people put foots in their mouths or whatever. But overall, but it's like you can't even have nice things. It's like just talk. Let's just have if an actor wants to come on and do a live, let them do a live without being attacked and called names and just like it's crazy. So GH had to put a statement out there, obviously. If they didn't say anything, they would have gotten even more crap. So they had to put something out there. But now I know soap fans are now demanding, okay, well, that's great. So now on screen, can you have that reflect? Well, old days of fan mail, I see those intimate portraits or anything like that, where sometimes they were screened, right? Some because depending on the characters, they were screened. Or you just had it and they never talked about it. Until you get those books, someone writes a book, they'll tell you about some of the fan letters, right? But now it's like, hi Tracy, Matt, now that's the thing that should be exciting. You can have two-way communication with your favorite star for free. That's what should be exciting. I could talk to Carson Boatman for free online if he's on. He's sharing parts of his life. Where back in the day we didn't know what they were doing unless you read a Survivor Digest or Survivor Weekly or an occasional expose on somebody. But we really knew what was going on behind people's lives. We found out later when he wrote a book. Now the access is great. It should be wonderful. It's like they're right there. It should be wonderful. It should be nice. But there are people leaving in droves, or they have accounts they just never on them. It's a hellscape. There's no other word for it, and to me it's sad because I limit. I just post a lot on X. I limit any kind of interaction because I say one thing and then the next thing I rather have people come on my page and yell at me. At least they watched my video. Then I get something for it. The Gates, ugh. I already called it. The Gates. If that show ain't everything to everybody that first week, it's gonna get trashed. Oh, the fans are gonna trash it. And it's gonna be. Of course, I'm gonna give it time and see how it unfolds. Let's do so. But if you don't care, I'm already calling it. The fans are that evil. So if they don't like the right casting, if they don't like the right sets, if they don't think the story is good, they're gonna trash it. God bless the game. I hope they watch over. But we got people like Michelle Valjean who knows soaps. She's celebrated, been around for a long time, Emmy winner. I trust her, but she knows. Yes, the Surgeon General wanting warning labels on social media. Thank God I don't have kids today. I have grandkids. I feel bad for them, but I don't have kids. I don't know how social media was not a thing for my kids. We didn't have it yet. So this is a whole new world. Because even as an adult, we have people just going buck wild, having mental issues, people killing themselves, body dysmorphia issues, all this stuff that's already been out there already is getting exacerbated from social media. To now, kids are going through it too, but if adults can't even handle it, then who knows what the kids are doing? They'll post your page. See, I do a lot of posting, Turi. I post. I just don't usually engage. I post it, leave it out there. People can do what they want with it. And I'm sure there's folks talking shit about me behind my back. That's fine. I don't know. I blocked and muted a lot of people over the last year. And I was like, we're going. Oh, thank you, Leopardus. Leopardus bought me a coffee. Thank you so much. That's very nice of you. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, super chats, donations, anything. Sign up for a Zoom, whatever. All the stuff's underneath the. I guess I could do this. So I have a Zoom. These are next two Zooms. Right, I can put things in the chat now. How about that? These are next two Zooms. Well, if you want to do super chats or any kind of or sign up or any kind of donation for me for JLJ Media, Those are the 4 ways you can do it. Oh well, yeah. So that's the thing, and that's like, and so me. That's what I tell people. There are people. You have so many choices. You have so many choices out there. If there's some sites that just put out spoilers, and they're all wrong. They're always wrong. People love them. They get lots of views. There are folks who just are negative, 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 negative. They don't like nothing. They like basically hate watching soaps. But they have folks who watch. They got views and downloads. Then you got us who are kind of in between, where we're kind of like, we tell the good, we tell the bad. So I tell people, you have many choices. So like Meek said, just never mind. You hear after a while, you don't like what they're saying, go somewhere else. I believe in that completely. I do the same thing.
Use memory saver in Chrome.
I do the same thing. If I see something, if I hear something I don't like after a while, I'm like, ugh. I move on. And like you said, will we be able to handle them gates without the haters? I'm really scared. I really am. I just like, this is serious, folks. It is. I don't know. I just think that we should be able to be adults and just wait and see how things go and see how they play out. But nowadays, folks want instant gratification. They want it right away. They want it now. They want what they want. They want it now. We've changed a lot. In the old days, soaps would take 2-3 years to tell a story. And I think if it's well crafted, it can work. Like I was saying with EastEnders and DC can attest to this. This thing started. This one big storyline started last year. Huge climax at Christmas. We're 6 months later and it's still going, but they're pacing it and it's working. For me, it's working. This could go on for another year. I miss Samantha. It could go on for another year. So I think with the right pacing and right rotation of story, it can. See, I don't watch Tyler Perry movies or TV shows, so they Divorce the New Black. They're going crazy on it, but Tyler Perry's a success. Tyler Perry knows his audience. You know, he knows his audience, and he completely plays that audience. And he said he stops reading reviews. You don't read reviews anymore. You don't care. So I don't know what this will be a hit. I have no idea. I don't watch this stuff, so I can't comment. I don't. But I admire Tyler Perry from coming from nothing, but I don't watch it. See now, Coach Chandra comes in hot, and I can't. I don't say his name, so we're going to forgive Chandra for bringing up his name in a sentence. And I'm just going to say, and I said if paced correctly and a storyline everybody likes. Those are the 2 caveats. What you mentioned, which I will not mention, completely was no one liked it, and it wasn't well paced. And if everybody can stop saying his name in the chats, that would be wonderful. There are a few people I'm like, we don't talk about in this chat. Sandra, my girl. Hi, Sandra. Yes, coaches in the building. Hi, Sandra. Hi, you guys. You said the name, it should not be mentioned. We don't say it. We don't talk about that. I don't talk about it here. I'm like Whoopi Goldberg with Donald Trump. She never says his name. She said it one time in the last 6 years. I'm the same with this person. I don't say this person's name. This character's name. Nope, we don't do it. Exactly. I'm like Whoopi. I don't do it. Nope, not doing it. And I will not encourage those discussions in my chat. Yeah. You talk that shit somewhere else. We don't talk about it in this chat. We don't talk about it. Talk about it. But see, I like Bruno. We're gonna talk about him. Anyway, so yeah, there are a lot of choices out there, folks. And I tell people all the time, If you think I'm tired and I'm too old, I'm mean, and I'm all stuff, then don't watch my shows. Then don't watch. I invite you not to watch my stuff. Please go away. Go to somewhere else. Have a good time. If you truly think that way about me, and telling me you think that way about me is not going to change who I am. So bye. Go somewhere else. Go away. I invite you to go away. I only want people who want to watch my stuff. That's it. That's it. It's hotter than Hades and Pittsburgh. I always say that phrase. It's hotter than Hades and Pittsburgh. I don't miss that part, Sandra. It must be also, Sandra, it must also be humid too there, right? I don't miss that. At my house, I didn't have central air. So I had ceiling fans. I had a ceiling fan in my top bedroom, ceiling fan in both of my I put them in there. So I had ceiling fans in all three of my bedrooms, and then I had uh, a ceiling fan in my living room. But see, what I should have did, I didn't know this until now, Sandra. I didn't know about I should have got blackout curtains or the light canceling kind of curtains because those keep it cooler. I should have just had those in there and kept them, and it would have been cooler. I didn't know. I have them here at my house now. I have them up, but I did not. That one behind this one, I never knew about that kind of stuff until later. I was like, I went to Big Lots. They're not expensive, and these it's like room darkening and then blackout. Those are two. I have room darkening in some and blackout. It depends on where the sun hits, and it changed a lot. I didn't have AC. I was like, 'cause I had a 3-story house, Sandra, and I would see Sandra. I was there, I was up there in Troy Hill, so I was on a hill where heat rises, and it was just hot. It was hot. So I don't miss that part. I miss my Pittsburgh, but I don't miss that. I forgot you're over there. Well, I would say hotter than Hades. I say it all the time. Hotter than Hades. It's high. That's hot for Pittsburgh. High 90s is hot. Nashville went down to 85. That's crazy. Back at 90s again, Matt, where you are, I'm sure it's what you call it, humid. I'm sure you crave the day like. I mean, you can always open them up. Just saying that there are times when if you really want it cool in your house, but if you have AC, it's good. Or you do it's the room darkening. Those are not those where you get some sunlight through. Yeah, those two. That's just something that I wish I had done in my higher floors. JLJ, thank you, Coach Sandra, for your super chat. Thank you very much. Very well appreciated. You are forgiven. You came in hot, and you are forgiven. Yes. Like we don't. I'm not. Yep. We don't say it. Don't talk about it. But but back in the day, we had storylines that were well paced out and all of that. Again, Meek, he just came on. I'm waiting. I don't know. I guess for me, I like to sit and wait and see how characters fall into their groove and gel. I don't judge right away. I'm always one people just like, okay. Right now it's 91, but I feel like 100. See that's yeah. And I was crying out here because it's been in the 80s here. Right now it's supposed to be 77 today. That's hot for me. Here in Inglewood by the water, it's hot over here. But I can't complain, obviously, with you guys. I just wait and see. I'm just like, folks are reacting, they're going crazy. And all this. I'm just like, because they will see everybody saw Nicholas. I said this before. I already said this a long time ago. He's not coming back to General Hospital. He's already gone. He's gone. I knew it. I said he's gone. He's gone. And now, look at your tongue last. You're gonna replay. Okay, girl. Have a good phone call. No, he's now been hit another show with Ryan Murphy. So, I mean, that's it. It comes out to shut me up, send me some money. That shuts me up easily. Like very easily. I'm like, sure, okay, I can be bought. I can. But yeah, but yeah, I'm sitting back and waiting. I'm just gonna wait. Wait, Jerry Summers, I know they're already very humid. Yes. Yeah, already. I don't miss the Midwest East Coast. I don't miss because I miss going there, but I don't miss being there right now. So I guess it's a little too. That's a little too much for me. Too much for me. But yeah, no, it's. I really I'm a sit back and watch kind of guy. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what how it plays out. Let's see what goes on. People are everybody just running their mouths, just going buck wild. But Nicholas Chavez is gone. I If he comes back for a cameo, maybe, but he's already. I mean, he's moved on. Could he come back one day, years from now? Sure. I think the best suggestion would be just to recast at this point, if they want the character of Spencer on the show. Let me check right now. They didn't see. No, let me see if they tell me something. Yes, I just got it. Okay, we got to sign up for the July. I'm printing it out right now. Almost said your real name. I didn't say it, Lebanese. Out of habit. I was like, oh yeah, I just got it. I'm printing it out. Who moved on? Nicholas Chavez from GH. He moved on. He got another role with Ryan Murphy and some new series called Grotesque. And I'd love to Julianne Moore return for the finale. That was great. That's what I'm saying. If he comes back for anything, it could be a 1 or 2 day cameo if he does that. Other than that, I don't think he's coming back. He's moved on. He's on. He's moved. He did a picture with the GL guy. That's funny. Whatever. They all know each other. But it's like I don't know. But if he comes back, it's either to take Trina off the canvas, or really say goodbye. You know. So most of the time they move on. They are doing their thing. They're out there doing their stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's always a lot of speculation going on out there. Always. Leverage is the one that loves brick. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith's making a lot of noise with his views. It's interesting being a black man in a public eye. It really is, because it's like we're not all the same. We are not all the same. DC is not James Lott Jr. James Lott Jr. is not Albert Bostic. Bostic's not Tony Moore. Tony Moore isn't Stephen A. Smith. Like, we're all very different, I'm noticing. And I mean, I see these black men talking about stuff. Sometimes it's a bit much. I'm like, okay, you feel that way. So, okay. You know. So, I don't know. Whew. Yeah, I saw that up in his thank you. I saw Tucker's exiting. Yeah, he's leaving. Well, as I'm saying, Tony, it's the thing. There's a lot of black men. So my black men and black women here in the group, there's a divide right now. There's no black community. It's all divided. You got some folks who have certain views where they have certain views that are very conservative. Then you got black folks who have views that are very liberal. So I'm seeing both sides, because you have Dr. Umar, who believes his certain things, Emmanuel Akko, who believes his certain things. There's a lot. DC Leopardus is here. Hi, Denji. Where's my bread? You know where my bread is, Denji, in the refrigerator. If you're a new follower, hopefully you subscribe to my channel, Denji. I have more content coming out. I have other videos. I'm gonna do an updated bread video soon, probably later today. So thanks for joining my channel. I'm seeing the love from all you guys. My bread video. So thank you. Between at times, certain things. I'm very much a middle of the road kind of guy myself. So I know I try to get the whole big picture. To me, there's some things that are just apparent that I think we all kind of know. There are other things I'm not sure about. I don't just run my mouth for just shits and giggles. But there are some folks who they believe. And some stuff I'm like, I kind of agree with them. And then some stuff I'm like, what are you talking about? And that's the problem. A lot of black women, though, are getting mad at black men. There you go, Crystal. We are not a monolith, but discussion of point size is very important. I agree with that. But it's tough. My girl Amanda Seals, that's my girl. I stand with Amanda. I stand with her completely. And she's polarizing. There are people who just hate her. And there are folks that like I do. I love her. I think she speaks the truth most of the time. So I'm on her side. So, you know, it's a lot of black women though are tired of black men speaking on certain things, and yes. Or if you're a woman, period, a lot of men are trying to keep you guys down. It's crazy across the board. I get caught up in I get caught up in it too. If I say certain things, I get in trouble, and people say certain things, I get in trouble. Like it's but I think everybody's trying to find that way. We see that there's issues and we're trying to get there. He thinks Brick's good looking. I've met Stephen A. Smith in person. He's really tall. Well, that selection. So I'm going to just sip my coffee. People hate Amanda Seals. They do. I don't know why. I don't know why either. They throw these narratives on her that are not even. I watch this. I listen to her, and she don't do anything. She's not saying anything that's wrong to me. And seriously, I'm just going to sip my coffee. I love it. You voted for a Republican sheriff. I had a friend who was Republican, Black Republican. May he rest in peace, Dr. Christopher Metzler. He passed away this year. He was the kind of Republican I could get with. And we agreed on a lot of the same stuff, actually. We used to have talks on my shows, have a great time. I'm so sad he passed away. But I'm an independent of all things. I'm not really Democrat or Republican. So I look for the big picture for everybody. So there's a. See, Stephen A. Smith doesn't do anything for me. He doesn't do anything for me. Oh, bye, Sandra. Thanks for coming through. Crystal says, I can't get with this black man versus black woman crap on YouTube. It's divisive and nonsensical. So there's an agenda at hand. What do you mean, Crystal? I like to hear. I love this kind of conversation. I want to know more because I'm seeing black men attack black women. And I'm seeing black women attack black men. I see it in all the comments. I see all the stuff. So what's the agenda, you think? Oh, there's that. Well, DC, the Caribbean. I'm Caribbean, you're Caribbean, Flobo's Caribbean. We talk about that all the time. You're right, it's a whole other world when it comes to the Caribbean world. That's a whole other world. Caribbean, African, all that stuff, it's a whole different world. I agree with you on that. I totally agree with you on that. But I'm just curious what you mean by that, Chris. Because I love discussions like this. Trust me. Because Ari Zucker said what she said yesterday or whatever. Woo! People are just like, they are up in arms against Miss Ari. They are up in arms. I understand why. I saw the video. People are like, who this bitch? What this bitch doing? They're not happy. Not at all. But I'm seeing it. I see it on Amanda Seals' page. She'll say something and these black men come after her. Oh, DC, you know what's going on with Ari Zucker? Go look up Misunderstood Podcast. It's 2 minutes and like 19 seconds. And she basically supports Trump, even after everything he's done to her. That's what she said yesterday. Or the day before. And the whole soap world's up in arms. I think Days of Our Lives fans are up in arms. Right. And the thing was called Misunderstood. Oh, that part. Oh, well, Crystal, yes. Oh, so let me read this out loud. Crystal says, yes, I've seen on both sides. The agenda is that these channels magically receive a greater push in the algorithm. This is by design. That's why it seems like a new thing. Well, see, to me, it's not a new thing. I'm not trying to say that, but you're right about that. Well, the algorithms, all that stuff, interracial couples, That's being pushed on us more and more now. Not black on black or white on white, but interracial. That is it's like that's a new thing. I come from interracial couples. I know it's not a new thing. That they are pushing that agenda too. It's like anything to divide us. So Crystal, I agree with you that. I agree with you on that. The channels, they of course, the more likes, the more things, and I started seeing people saying like that chick. It's crazy. And so it's like it's crazy. People just just think it just becomes this huge thing. Like don't give this chick who I guess her name was Kelly or something, Carrie or whatever. Don't give this chick attention because she's being racist on purpose. And when she got blocked, she said, "What did I do?" And she was laughing. She found that some people, this is the whole thing too, when they're blocked, it's a badge of honor. So and so blocked me. It's a badge of honor. I remember when Robin Strasser and I got into our huge fight on Twitter, and after I blocked her, she kept talking shit about me. People were telling me, I have other accounts, and they were telling me, and I'm like, she kept going because I blocked her. It's a badge of honor for some people, and that's what's so crazy. So that's the thing about, but that's the thing about Ari, is that Ari, Trump said that nasty stuff about her, about assaulting her, and he can get away with it, whatever, on the Access Hollywood thing. That's why the interviewer brought that up. And then she went on and then she has a lawsuit, obviously, against Albert Alar and all that stuff. And he's a black man. And Albert claims she's after him because he's black. I don't know all the, I'm not there, I don't know all the details. And so I'm like, I don't know. But it's just, I disagree with that, Angel. I don't think it's not any more common than it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Interracial couples have always been around. I mean, especially in the last 40 years, let's say go back to the 80s. That's when it really kind of started. So I think it's crazy. But it's an agenda. They want to promote, because all the commercials and everything. It's not because there's more. I mean, okay, there's more people in the world, but I disagree with that. It's an agenda. It's not that there's more. It's not, they've been around. Interracial couples been around. But you could do a balance. You could have, in other countries, other places, they just have interracial, same race, this different race over here. It's the same. I think it's a divide. That's just me, Angel. I'm blackity black, black, black. I think, and again, I wouldn't be here. My kids wouldn't be here if there wasn't an interracial couple. I mean, else I wouldn't be here. I think it is a divide. I think people are crazy if they don't believe that there's in America especially, there is something they want us to be fighting. They want us to say that they want gay folks to fight. There's a whole thing going on with that too now. There's this whole movement to remove the T and the QIA plus off of the letters. So now there's that going on too. And so they're trying to divide the gay community. So if the gay folks are fighting, if the women's are fighting, if the black folks are fighting, if the Latinos are fighting, if we're all fighting, then the ones who are in control can just do what they want, and we're not paying attention. We aren't paying attention. I'm like, and if this stuff happens, and yeah, Loving Day was a couple days ago, I think. Yes. And again, like I said, I have no problem. I mean, obviously, like I said, my kids wouldn't be here, my grandkids wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be here. I'm 55% white, so I look like this. So I mean, I wouldn't be here. So I mean, I totally get it. I mean, I have no self hatred, and I love all of it. But I'm just saying, I think there is an agenda when it comes to these algorithms on these things. And is that crazy? 80s was 40 years ago, girl. I graduated high school almost 40 years ago in the 80s. It's crazy. I know, that's why it's crazy. So I don't think exactly, Samantha. They don't want to see what's going on. They don't. They want people to see. They want to do their little thing. That little minority wants to do what they want to do, and then you wake up and you can't have women. Your reproductive rights are being taken away. You know that, right? I mean, they're coming hard after you guys. Latinos, they don't care. I don't care if you were born here or not born here. They're coming after you. They're doing all kinds of stuff right now, and the narratives are putting out there. Hello, it's happening. I'm not making any of this shit up. I'm just like, I'm trying to hold on. You know. Let's see what's going on. See, everybody's talking. I love it. Everybody's talking. Okay. I somebody asked, I saw some press. I was in the middle of my soapbox. So let me go back up and see what I can say. Okay. Let me go back up. Sorry. Stephen A. Smith, I don't find him attractive. That's fine. Jonathan Burton. Oh, I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring that up. And Sarah Crystal, I don't want to bring that up either. I'm just using them as an example. Yeah, I won't be at La Boule anytime soon. That's so funny. Yes, a badge of honor. That's what gets blocked. It's very backwards. The only thing reminds me of why I wait till all news things come out, including celebrities and controversy. I'm waiting for the first to come out. My thing is, she said those words. So it's a little different than hearing something that happened. For me, it's like, well, she said it on a podcast. And to me, you know what you're doing when you say it on a podcast. See, Crystal, I'm telling you, no offense to any biracial, but we can admit that the purpose for interracial couples is to wipe out black on black couples. And that's very true. I agree with that. DC says, but then again, if we only have black couples and soaps, we would complain. Why? Well, that's not what anybody. I don't think anybody see DC. I don't think anybody saying that. I think that's a narrative that's misleading. Also, what we're saying is, can we have both? Why can't we have both? That's always been my push. Just both. Have black couples and black and white couples and black and Asian couples and Asian and white. I mean, why can't we just have all of it? Soaps, you know this, DC, on the other soaps outside of America, they do it all the time. We have no South Indians on any of our shows in America. They got South Indians on Easterners and this stuff. I mean, they're all over the place. Indigenous. So for me, I don't think a lot of us are saying that. A lot of us are saying, can we have just blacks, blacks on our soaps in regular storyline? Why can't we have both? Why does it have to be one or the other? I think that's the problem. Why is it one or the other all the time? Like, you give me both. We can have, why is it we have gay folks, gay men storyline, they're gone, now it's lesbian storyline. We can't have a gay storyline and a lesbian story at the same time. Is that just, are they going to explode if they get near each other? Are they going to flame out? Just a joke. If they have them on at the same time, we literally, we can't. I miss Angie and Jesse too. Yes, I graduated with the foursome of Philip and Mindy and Beth and Rick. Yes, I did. Why would push it? And that's what he says. We are divided on every level: race, color, age. It's completely. An Angel, yes. There's some gay folks who want to separate. They want to separate. They think the gender identity thing is very different than being gay or lesbian or bisexual. I know. I'm seeing more and more of that being pushed now to me. Like, we're separate and we think drag queens are bad. They shouldn't be for kids. And I mean, all this stuff. So they're making it just like, we're the good gays and then you're the bad gays. Like, there's this whole thing happening. I'm seeing that more and more. I'm like, that's new. I've never seen that before. I ain't never seen that before. So I'm like, that's a whole thing there. But the algorithms are pushing certain subjects. Because you know this, you look at one thing, right? You look at one video. All of a sudden, you get a million of them. Well, Chris was saying what I'm saying, exactly. And that's what DC's saying. Yeah, we can have both. DC said, true, we can have both. And I think that's what we are saying. Most of us, not everybody, I can't speak for everybody in the world, but I think most of us are saying we just don't want just black on black. We don't want them in just their own little circles. We want all our blacks to circulate. Talk to everybody. Have a good time. get the same. I want Black characters to have the same opportunities as white characters. I want Latino characters to have the same opportunity as white characters. I mean, I just want the same. They can be villains, heroines, um, shady folk, good people. I want to see them as a little bit of everything. I don't need all my Black characters to be the magical Negro and just super. They're perfect. No, I'm gonna read that. Give us some substance. We can do it. Yes, and that's what DC. I agree with them. The British soaps, international soaps, show me that all things we want can be done. It's true. They show it. They show it. Outside of America, they show it. They really do. So we know it can be done. We know it can. They just need to do it. And I don't know. I really don't know what's holding them back at this point. I don't understand. And they're hot too, DC. That whole Indian, I love. I think Nish is hot. He's a bad guy. He's hot. His son, the sons are hot. They're all hot. Woo! Yes, and Jack and Denise are the British Sabrina. They are basically. They are. That's a good comparison. They are. So I'm like, we can. I don't know why we can't have it in America. I'm just all the soaps. I mean, come on, not one gay person on Bold and the Beautiful. Not one. Not even a reoccurring character. Nobody in the force is gay. Nobody. Nobody. This whole design thing. We have no gay designer. Really, none. Or bisexual. Something. Like, come on. Panaceers. Yeah, they could. They all. Yeah, they could all get it. But you know what I mean? It's like there's just some things that are just so blatant. You're just like, see, I want Crystal. I want to give Curtis. I want to give Jace credit for Curtis, but then I don't. They keep moving him around. Why do they keep moving him around? He was a PI person. No. Now he's a club owner. No. Now he's gonna. To me, that's not credit. Credit goes to William J. Bell, who made Neil a businessman the whole time he was on the show. He was the first Black businessman on soaps that got the attention, had his own office. They built a family around him, the Winters family around him. He wasn't the homeboy down home. He was a businessman. He was Victor Newman's protege. I give William J. Bell, that's the credit I give for that. But the point is, I'm talking about. I'm going by Crystal's thing about a businessman. I mean, not just like. I mean, yes, businessmen come in all shapes and sizes, but I feel like in terms of like the big business they show white folks in, not a jazz club or a restaurant. I just felt like that's what they do with their Black men. Devon has been in business. I just feel like they are showing them in the business world, the corporate business world. We don't see that very much. Because either Black folks are cops, like Abe and them, they're cops, detectives. That's fine. But in business, I'm going by Crystal's thing. In business, but I feel like with Curtis, they just keep moving him around. Like, why do you keep moving him around? Why not? I mean, Devon, Lily. I may have problems with their stuff too, but Devon, Lily, and Neil are in the corporate world, and they're Black. That is not uncommon. Carter, I will give both a credit. Carter and let's say Zende, because he's in there too, are Black in the business world. Again, that. But with GH, they could do a little better. They do a lot better with that. It's good. Y&R is always about business. It's always about business. Exactly, but that's true, Tracy. They do. And sometimes for the better. I will admit that. Sometimes you're like, okay, yeah, that's much better. They do that. Carter's a henchman at best. Oh my God. See, I'm trying to be positive, DC, on some level in terms of I'm trying to be positive, but yes, you are kind of you are kind of correct. So you are on some level, yes. But at least he's in suits and stuff, and he's with the he's in the house. Give him that. But yes, but Tracy, here's my rebuttal to what you just said. And no, what you said is true. You know, I'm not going to do that. But when you have very little representation, if you're an otherized group, it's different. It's different. It's one of those things where um, it's the white folks can do whatever they want. They can be moved around, but they have white folks who actually are staying there. The Quartermain stuff has all been the Quartermains, right? But other folks, they move around. But Black folks, they're always moving around. It's like I mean, Portia's still a doctor, thank God. But yes, I'm just saying, it does matter. As Luther says, it does matter. Because it's if you don't see it, then people don't know they can be it. That's kind of it's, you know, if we don't see strong women on TV and they're going into our homes, what are we teaching our young girls? That all women need to be helped, all women need to be saved. I mean, there's some of these tropes we see on subs. I mean, we have to think about that. We have to think about that. What is the? I mean, I just feel like moving people around. If you're white, it's fine because because white folks get they're the main. If you look at the screen, it's mostly white folks on the show. They can be whatever they want. That's the whole point. And no one even thinks about it. But people of color, we don't get to see them very often. Why to Live was good, yes. Why to Live was another one. It did. But Why to Live did good with race also. Why to Live did good on race over there also. They did a very good job. They were very multiracial, and you're right over there. So Tracy, I got that one. I would give you that one. Exactly, Sean. You know, I love me some Donnell Turner. That's my boy. I love me some Donnell Turner. But I'm saying Curtis. I kind of like Curtis as a PI too, Davy Flower. Well, yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. As we all know, soaps were created for women by women. So, but we have to remember, to DC, the executives still were run by men. So they put stuff out there at first to appease kind of the men and the housewives at home. But if you notice after a while, DC, because you know your soap history, Agnes Nixon and her, they started doing stories that were more than that. They're doing more and more than that. But here's what's funny. One Life to Live. Okay, 1 second. Say hi to the fans.
Hi, fans.
It's it's my mother. She doesn't know I'm doing a show right now. I'm on a soapbox right now too.
Okay, I'm only gonna be a minute.
Okay.
We're at Costco. We're gonna look at it. We got Cynthia's truck, so we may be bringing you home.
Woo! Yes, that's a great because that's the bed me and Flo slept on. I loved it, and it was like $100
that I got it,
and it was $1,000. It was like $1,200 for it for the mattress only.
No, we saw $299. We're gonna look at it, make sure. And Beauty Rest is a good name brand.
And those are great. That's the one I like the most.
We'll see.
Okay. I love you guys. Bye. Bye. Okay. Agnes Nixon, all them started to change it to make sure. And Wanted to Live actually was the #2 soap when it was canceled on ABC. It wasn't in the dumps. It wasn't in the dumps. It was the #2 soap opera on ABC. You know, it was higher than whatever. Yes, Nate's in the business. Hi, Paris Barnes. Yes, Nate's in the business. What my mom, but so character my mom would be. That's so funny. I have no idea. I don't know that for. But my whole point is. But hi, Paris. My whole point is soaps later they start doing stuff making strong women, like an Erica Kane and stuff. They start doing stronger women. They start doing stories after a while. They started, yes, a lot of those tropes, you're right, made them very successful at first, but then things have to change. But now all of our soaps are run by men. That's a whole other story too. But yes, Nate is in the business world. See, yes, maybe as an investment. Paris, I'm with you, 1,000%. Yes, I did it. Okay, I do the Want to Live After show. If you've missed it, all the episodes are on any of your podcast stations. I did an episode called "The Importance of R.J. Gannon." Listen to that episode. Seriously, he was a very important character on the show, Crystal. I agree with you. And he had dreads. Homeboy had dreads. That was not seen on soap opera. He carried himself with class. That was all. That was. I mean, there's a whole. I go. Want to Live. I can talk about all day long. That's all other thing. So I mean, so yes, they have Black and they have Latino. Let's see, we're not able to comment as often. Okay, she's working, folks. Coach is working. If seriously, DC, if you ever, I mean, if we can work it out, I'm writing it down right now. I'm gonna send you an email one day. We're gonna try to work it out. We can tape it whenever you want. We can talk about Want to Live. I'm writing it down right now. Well, Paris, there's that too. Girl, there's that too, behind the scenes. That's what Victoria Rowell was fighting for. She said, we need more Black writers. We need more Black directors. We need more Black stage people. That was her thing. They didn't like that. Yes, my Asian Blair episode too. I know that was a good one too. He had long locks. Okay, bitches. He had locks. And Sean Ringo was on the show. He was a big Black guy, big Black dude. Very beloved. They had Destiny, who was a full-figured Black girl who got with the Buchanan. So I'm just saying, it's like it's there. I mean, soaps can do it if they. I mean, All My Children did some stuff too. But then, of course, if you know, yeah, Kmart De Los Reyes, he passed away. He was Puerto Rican. It's. I hope Luther, from your lips to God's ears, I hope that epic. The gates are gonna be epic. I hope it will. It's the first soap created by Black women. That part is huge. I'm scared about the fans. I'm just gonna keep time stamping that. I'm scared about the fans. I think the fans are gonna try to ruin it if it's not what they want. I'm hoping the fans will come together and support this because I trust Michelle Valchine. I know her, and I trust her. So I'm hoping her teams come together. The fandoms do stuff all the time. You're like, for me, I just want well-rounded soap with all kinds of faces, playing all kinds of roles. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I want. You crushed on RJ. He was hot stuff. But they had Hank, who was a lawyer. They had RJ. They had all kinds of people on that show. Men and women. Latino and Black and everything. They had everything on there. Actually, one of his love interests was Black. He had several love interests, and one of them was Black on that show. Yes, one of them was Black. Are you thinking about there's on All My Children, there was Noah and Maria's younger sister. Wow, Julia. Keith Hamilton Cobb. Woo! Keith Hamilton Cobb could get it. When he got to Y&R, he shaved his head. I'm like, what happened? Where are the dreads? Where are the dreads? Keith Hamilton Cobb was hot. That interracial couple was big. But see, here's the deal. And I said he dated Evangeline. I said no. RJ had both Black and white. He had both. He did date Evangeline. He did. But going back to the other long dreaded name, Keith Hamilton Cobb on my children, we have to remember the time period. There were times that we needed to have an interracial couple. There were times we had to break that too. There were several barriers we had to break, right? Because I remember I talked to Peter Bergman. They were not going to let him and Angie be together. Not that time period. And I talked to Tanya Peekins. Those interviews are all right here on my channel here. And she said how her problem was when she was with Tom Cuddy. There were issues, but we had to have the interracial stuff broken too. We had to have both broken. We had to break the seal on both. Black, white. We had to break it. Yeah, I don't know, Jason. Tony, did you like Keith? I don't know if Tony's on here still. Did he like Keith Hamilton Cobb? I have no idea. But he was. I Chandra Wolf fight over him. Shit, I'm like, he was hot. Hot. Paris, you're not lying. You are not lying. Well, Tanya Lee Williams, who played Olivia, said she's not coming back to soaps or acting. She did the whole thing recently. And bring it on Allie, but there's a whole backstory on that too, Paris. Why they got rid of her. Because it was Ty. She was a great actress and everything. It's Ty. They did that. They did that. Hi, Nathan. Speaking of Nathan, here's a Nathan in here. Nathan Banks. Trina is floundering also. They don't do with her either. It's not sugarcoated. It's not sugarcoated and all that. They ain't doing anything with her either. She got the gallery. Is she going back to school again? I guess she's going back to school, I guess. For what? I have no idea, but I don't it's not clear to me. So I don't know. I mean, with her, it's kind of floundering her around. They don't show her with her family ever, so I don't know what's going on with her. Yep, Angie and Cliff. Peter Bergman, I asked him about it, and he said they were not going to let it. And he was like, it was natural. They both were good doctors, were good people. Why not? They weren't ready for that. He was ready for it. He wanted it, but they weren't ready for it. And soon later, he left to go to Y&R, and she was off the show. I know. You didn't care for Noah. But there's Humanity, and then there's JLJ. Bueno time. So thank you, DC. Have a good day. But that's the whole point. We had to break barriers. There are times in history we had to break certain barriers, and we had to break we had to have interracial on screen too. And again, I'm not against any interracial stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be here if that was the case. I have nothing against it at all. So she's really caressing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's really caressing his violin. That's hilarious. Yeah, Asian characters, get me started. Don't get me started on that. Asian characters, where are they? Where's my what kills me, Crystal and Paris? I'll talk to you guys directly. What kills me is everyone loves Selena Wu's character. Everyone loves her. She's well loved by everyone. The character is welcome. Where is she? She's been around for like 5-6 years in the show, off and on. But why don't they? Where's Brad? Why don't they build a family around her? Why can't we have the Wu family? It's rooted in GH history. If you're a long GH watcher, there was the Asian Quarter story back in the day. Why aren't we having Asians on screen? Go Clip. Yeah. Yes, but I just want to have braids. Yeah, I'm going to have braids. I don't know. My whole thing is it's they killed off the whole Latino family on Y&R. Where are they? Are they all gone? Killing Ray Rosales was dumb. I don't know why they killed him. And they got rid of Lola. Everybody else got rid of everybody. The Rosales family, they're gone. Done. Came a big fanfare, gone. But that's what happens. So I'm just saying that we just want diversity in a way that works and makes sense, and it's no big deal. You just do it. That's all we want. And I know, my girl Kathleen Gotti is my friend, and I miss my Lisa Ulbrecht on there. Yeah, you see, I mean, why not have a whole family on there? I just think it's just funny that on primetime shows and on streaming shows, if a character is beloved by the audience, they will feature them more. That's just a general rule usually. But on soaps, not always. It comes across like soaps have a certain agenda for certain characters. I don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like they feel that way. So it's like, well, these characters people actually like, why are we getting rid of them? And I was saying the actors didn't want to leave, and like there's no some kind of thing like why we write them out? Why do we barely show them? People are talking about it. We have not seen Portia with Trina in a long time, or Curtis and Trina. I haven't seen them in a long time together. Now Cyrus is reoccurring, so he always comes in and out. That's always his job. Same with Stella and all them. They always come in and out. So you might be working on something else right now, but they're always in and out. You didn't care for you liked Arturo, didn't care for Ray. That was funny. They have Audrey, yes, that's true. They aren't. I know. They mentioned her father, Mary Paris. They said her father. She had this with her father. They haven't. Oh yeah, it was cornrows, wasn't it? Yeah, it was cornrows. I know Mal Young, and I knew Mal. Actually, I know Mal. So yeah, and they got rid of him. If an actor is recurring, I can come back when the show is asked. It depends. Depends on their contract. If they can work it out. I've talked to many recurring actors. Some say they couldn't make it, so they just didn't. They recast the Zoom or whatever. Oh, it's on Taraya on Saturday. Yes, so we're talking about that. I know you mean Rosales Luther. I get it. It's the autocorrect is crazy, especially if it's a Latino name. See, even YouTube is racist. Well, again, remember, we're still in the Patrick and Elizabeth lead writing shows. There's some part of it just Elizabeth. So I don't know what they're planning on doing with Gio, Trina, and Joss. I have no idea. And Dex. I have no idea. Oh, so you think so? Crystal thinks it's the actors. See, I don't think it's the. I know. I have to disclose. I know a lot of the actors on GH. Several of them are my friends. Um, and I can tell you right now, many of them they're not. They don't care. They just want they have their guarantees. They know what They have Chris have they call a call sheet. They know what the number is on the call sheet. They just want to work. And I personally don't think I don't know everything. But I personally don't think the white actors are go on diversity. I don't know if that's. I think it's bigger. I think it's bigger than that. I think it's above them. I don't think it's them. Most of these actors just want to work. They don't even care about all the other stuff. They don't care about all the other trimmings. They just want to work. They also need to get these pieces. I agree. I know. And I'm bombing website Heather. So the next level, are you familiar with her writing? Elizabeth's been around for a long time. Okay, so she's been around as a writer on the staff for we're talking like 30 years. Um, I've never seen her as a head writer, so I'm not familiar. I've never seen her as a head writer role, so I have no idea what she's going to do. But I'm familiar with her type of writing, kind of stories she's written as a script writer, but I don't know. I've never seen her as a head writer before, so it's my first time seeing her work. But I know people think that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I said, I know, I said, true transparency. I know many of the writers personally. I mean, the actors personally. That's that they don't care about that. That's not it. They're more concerned about just what role what they have, what their stories are. They'll work with anybody. They're ready. They're ready to work. They're ready to work. I know killed Austin. That storyline's dead in the water. They're bringing up Franco all the time now because of Heather. Well, I'm keeping my mouth shut about Trina because I say so I get in trouble all the time. So I said, why won't we give her a black man? I got in trouble. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna sit back and just watch and see how it all unfolds. This is all new. This is all new. This is all new. That's the whole thing. It's all new. Yeah, I think Joss and Dex are getting back together. I think they are too. That makes the best sense. And story wise, that makes the best sense. It creates the most conflict. Trina and Dex getting together will create a little bit of conflict with Josh, but it won't really affect anybody else. Josh and Dex, and then he becomes a cop. Sonny, Carly, it does everything. Tell the truth, say no. That's what I do. I tell the truth, say the devil. I do. I think Angel Summer. Well, no, Summer right now. Well, Summer's coming up this week. I think we start seeing him soon. I think. I don't know exactly. I watch the credits, Angel, every time. I'm like, who's that? Okay. I don't know exactly when. Hi, David. Thank you for always supporting me. Always. Thank you. We're doing a talk on the gay soap opera characters this Saturday if you want to join us. That's Saturday at 12, 3 o'clock your time. We're doing that. We're doing that Zoom this Saturday. It's be good. They'll give it a go, yes. So I'm just making. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like I said, we will see what they do. Again, Elizabeth again is somebody who's been in the soap world for a long time. So I am very curious if she's going to continue some of the things that Patrick wanted, or should do something totally new. I know Black Quartermains. I would love that because they seem like they're focusing on the Quartermain house and the Quartermains. I would love to have the Wards back and everything. I would love to have them. So, well, Angel, I think some storylines are dead in the water because the writers are like, screw that. We got new writers in. They don't want to talk about it anymore. They just kind of go, we're going on something else. I'm not sure, Samantha. We don't know. He just said that he chose to leave. I have no idea. We don't. He hasn't given an interview. I don't know. Of course, everybody's speculating, but we don't know. But see, I know his writing, so I was very excited to see what he was going to do. Well, Crystal, that scene, if you talk about the scene where Stella goes off on Jordan about how she gave up her life to help raise her nephews after homeboy supposedly died and left, that was a great scene. That was a great scene. I have no idea, Leopardess. I'm not going to try to guess because everybody's guessing. Brian Craig is having a good time, gaslighting everybody. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, Vanessa Antoine, the original Jordan, did make some interviews recently about General Hospital and their blackness. She sure did. That's my girl. She was on All Rise. She was also on Help Me Todd. She's popping up on stuff. But she went over to Canada, where she's from, and was the first black female lead actress in some kind of drama over there. She made history. Now I've heard rumors that Rebecca Bunnington's never coming back. I heard that rumor. I don't know if that's true or not. I have no idea. But I'd love to have her come back. But again, allegedly, I heard that. Yeah, it seems like they're going hard on that, Crystal. Like everybody, and Drew changed his name to Quartermain. So Luther mentioning black Quartermain, there's black Quartermains, there's the wards. There's all kinds of they could do all. We have a black Spencer out there that we don't even see anymore. I mean, like there's. I mean, it's. I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're. I don't know if they're trying. I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, I literally because I used to be about families. But like the cast lines are basically gone, but there's some cast lines laying around. There's some Spencers laying around. There's the Corinthos clan, the Quartermain. So I don't know what they're trying to do. And it's not with Tracy on that one. As long as if it's somebody coming back, let's make sure it's good. That's a good storyline, makes sense, and that is good. That's all. That's all I want in my story. That's all I want. Don't bring somebody back and waste them. That's the. You guys all know that. It's the worst thing. Bring somebody on there and you're like, that's what they brought on for. That's it. I don't. None of us want that. None of us want that. The morning is almost over for me, so we have another like 15 minutes, kids. I've been on 85 minutes. Wow. So I got 15 minutes for I have to end the show. These are the last 15 minutes. I want to thank you guys for just, I mean, what great I love these conversations. I love them. I love them. I love them.
I have a message for the CEO.
If you have never been to our Zooms, this is what we do. Everybody talks. You get to hear people's voices. You can have your camera on or off. Doesn't matter. We sit and we talk about these things for like 2 or 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. We have a great time on there. So we're doing the gay character soap Zoom this Saturday, happy hour Friday. Next month we'll do another soap Zoom on June 20th. They're only $10. Come join us. And I take CashAPP, PayPal, Zelle, and Venmo, which is underneath the video. I put it in the chat too. So just check those out. The soap will be on this weekend. This Sunday, Soap Block is back. All 3 soaps are on. We're excited. Again, GH Sunday Shift will be joining me and Frank on GH Spotlight. That should be very interesting. I'm so excited about that to be on our show. And we're going to talk General Hospital. We have different views, so it's going to be very interesting. I'm very, very excited about that. Tonight, if you're a Star Wars fan, Star Wars The Acolyte After Show tonight at 7 o'clock live. And that. When Cost Art fans, Monday nights, the finale is Sunday. Monday is our finale with executive producer Brian Bird. He comes on all the time. It's great. Well, yeah. That's all I'm making on that. Yes, you weren't in here. We talked that earlier, Luther. You weren't in here when we were talking about that. Yeah, he's leaving. Exactly. I wanted to. Yeah, there's Black Hardys, grandchildren, Thomas Simone's kids. That's true. Elizabeth's cousins. Yes, exactly. Yes, he announced it yesterday. Yes, he did. And he has a movie on Tubi. And apparently, folks, people make fun of Tubi, but it had more views than any of the other streaming services. That made me laugh. I look on Tubi or not Tubi, it's working it out. Tubi is working it out, but apparently Trevor St. John has a movie on there. So I guess you want to check that out. I gotta think about my lips. As you can tell, I'm very much to just sit back and watch. I'm like, okay, I want to see what happens. I don't speculate as much or anything. I just kind of sit back, watch, see what happens. I don't remember. I can't remember. It's been so far. I can't remember what he did to Hayden at this point. What is she shot or something? I have no idea. I was gonna kill her next necklace. Alcazar. Sure, seems so boring. I don't know. You need to go ahead and recast. Oh, Ned's been on the show. Ned's been on the show. Ned's been on the show, and Ned he has contracts for both. He's recurring on both shows. Tubi is free. I know people like free things. They sure do like free things. I'm learning that lesson very much. I'm learning that very much. I am. Okay, so I'm going to get off now. I got things I got to do. But think about it, this was very lively. This was 90 minutes. Thank you so much. I love these kind of talks. So I won't be on tomorrow. I was on yesterday and day before, so you can check those out. I won't be on tomorrow, but I might be on Friday morning. Tomorrow I gotta help Benita, so I'll be at her house doing my duties over there. But I want to thank everybody for coming this morning. It's so much fun. I love this. I love these kind of conversations. And see, we were all able to have a conversation, not always agree on everything, and nobody fought. We all got along fine. This is how it should work. We just talk about stuff. That's what we're just having. We had a discussion. We actually had a discussion. Nobody screamed and hollered. Nobody went buck wild. We all just literally had a talk.